Hey, what's up everyone? My name is Miguel. Today I'm going to show you how you can use Claude to analyze all of your videos, understand what is working correctly, and also what could use some repackaging. Let me break it down for you. So today I'm going to talk about everything that comes after the moment you upload your video. So there's three key elements after you upload your video. First, you have the impressions. That means how many people have actually seen your videos. This is going to be step number one. Now, this is where you cannot really do a lot with AI because impressions really depends on the trending topic. Now, if you did not manage to reach as many people as you wanted with your video, that means that you actually have to change the topic. Now, if your impressions are good, maybe you reach a second problem, which is that people actually see your video, meaning that they actually see it on their feed, but they don't really click on it. Now, that's low CTR, which is click through rate. That means that you can actually work on the packaging of your videos. That's the thumbnail plus the title. Last but not least, when people click on your video, they actually have to stay. And that's what's called retention. So the first 30 seconds of your video are extremely important to people. That's where people actually just drop out of the video. So these are the three main key metrics that you want to actually optimize for. Do people see my content? Do people click on my content? And do people stay to watch on my content? Now, what we're going to be doing is we're simply going to be using Claude Code to analyze all of your videos. And of course, I'm going to be taking the example of my own YouTube channel. And I'm going to show you how you can actually build a dashboard that actually gives you insights on how you can improve everything. Now, for the record, my YouTube channel is quite young. There's a few videos that did manage to hit a couple of thousand views, which actually had a huge amount of impressions with a good click-through rate. Now, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to figure out what did I do right and also where did I do wrong. Now, I'm going to go into Claude Code, and full disclaimer, for this type of system, you actually need two key elements. First is a YouTube API key that you get from a Google Cloud platform, and the second one is going to be a YouTube OAuth. Now, that gives you full access to your YouTube account completely remotely through any AI system that you want. So Claude Code, Codex, any that you choose. If you need some help getting those keys, just drop it down in the comments below and I will send you a tutorial on how to do it. Now, I'm going to just ask Claude what is my latest video on YouTube, my three latest videos. Hey, can you check my YouTube channel using the keys and tell me what are the three last videos that I had? Now, because my Claude account is actually connected to that YouTube analytics, it's actually going to be able to simply tell me what's happening. So here, as you can see, it's actually just checking out everything that we did, just to make sure that the connection is good. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask it to build out a system that actually classifies each and every single one of those videos according to the bottlenecks that I described just before. So here, as you can see, I'm getting the three latest ones. It's actually including unlisted and private, so that's something you have to watch out for. If you had a few unlisted or private videos, make sure to say that you don't want those analyzed. So here, as you can see, I get my three latest videos. So it's Claude Cowork, Gemini 3.6 Flash, and Claude Fable 5. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to build out the entire system in one single prompt. I'm going to be using Fable 5 on high settings for effort, and I'm going to be asking it to use Opus 4.8 for the subagents. This is going to make it so I actually go a lot faster. Hey, Claude, now what I want you to do is I want you to get all of the public videos from my YouTube channel. Then I'm going to need you to use a workflow to analyze all of their videos, so their data from the moment that they actually were released, detect which ones had a very good conversion rate, which ones had a very good amount of impressions, and actually categorize the videos in a 3D graph, showing me the ones that were actually just bad because there were not enough impressions, the ones where people actually did click on the video, and the third one is the videos where people actually stayed. Then I want you to give me insights per video on what I should do with that topic. Please use a dynamic workflow and use Opus 4.8 agents. Thank you. And remember, this should be done in 3D. Now, once I send that, it's simply going to go ahead and it's going to fetch all of that information. The reason why we use something that's called a dynamic workflow, which literally means that it's just going to use a bunch of sub-agents, is because that way each and every single video can have its own dedicated agent, which actually helps you out with the quality of your analysis. So whenever you're actually going to be running analysis on huge amounts of data, and I'm talking hundreds of documents, thousands of documents, that's when you want to use this extremely powerful feature from Claude Code. You can also use Codex, by the way. It's not called workflows, but it's simply called sub-agents. Now, as you can see, it's going to do it in 3 stages, and it's going to break it down into the dynamic workflow. I'm going to cut the video here. I'm going to show you how the workflow works, and then I'm going to show you the end result for the application through the analysis of my YouTube chain. See you in a few. And we're back. So as you can see, the dynamic workflow just finished. When you're using the Claude application, this is how a workflow actually looks like. So as you can see, it's divided into agents. So you have agent inside batch 1, batch 2, batch 3, and so forth. And most importantly, you also have the tasks from the workflow. So here you have the first task, which is insights. And just down here, you actually have the second task, which is synthesis. Now, what Claude created is the following. So I asked it for an HTML page that actually just helps me visualize what I actually asked it to do. It gave me as well a full analysis on all of my YouTube videos. So here we can see that it actually split up the videos into winners, clicked, then left. So this is low retention, stay by few clicked, so low conversion rate or impressions. Weak, seen, no click, no hold are the bad videos, and invisible are the ones that don't even have impressions. Now, right here, by simply using this graph, it's clear which ones are actually winning. So right here, up and on the right, you have a cluster of winners that you can actually reproduce. So in my case, for example, I have built a CRM with Claude Code. I have Gemini 3.6 Flashlight. Claude Opus 5 is coming soon. So this, for example, is a video that I can reproduce because Claude Opus 5 is actually coming very, very soon, within the next couple of weeks. Then I can go ahead and I can visualize the ones that actually did manage to have a good amount of impressions, but had low click-through rate. So as you can see, here we have a Sonnet 5 actually worth it. So I only got 400 views on that one with a click-through rate of 1.6%. That means that if I work on the packaging, I can actually redo the same video with a different hook, title, or thumbnail, and then I can actually just have that multiply the click-through rate by 4 and get at least 2,000 views from that. So I also have all of the insights as usual. Fable 5 and, well, Claude as a whole, they're very verbose. So honestly, I'm not even going to read this, but I did have a glance at them, and I know that what they're saying is actually relevant. The thing with AI is that it actually just gives you huge paragraphs that you don't even want to read. So a simpler way of actually having your data visualized and really understanding what's happening is this type of thing. Now, because of the new capabilities of models, you can actually do 3D representations so easily, and this is truly a game changer when you actually want to understand how things are behaving. Now, go ahead and simply use this not only for your YouTube channel, but you can also do it for Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn, really anything, because AI is fantastic at recognizing patterns that us humans cannot even see. And that's how you actually use it effectively and how you can actually implement it in all of your social media strategy. So you don't even need to do this only for YouTube. You can really do it for whichever thing. And on top of that, I highly recommend you use AI for this and not for the content creation, because right now it's just extremely important to keep your face up in front so that people realize that you're an actual human. Now, I hope that you enjoyed this video. Feel free to drop a subscription down below for my daily YouTube video. And I say, I'll see you in the next one. Catch you later and bye.